Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening. So you've got me because Peta needs to get her shit together. Her cattle needs to get her shit together. She's having some issues. She needs her coffee because it is a lot earlier there. It's only 9:15 over in Perth. I'm 11:15 here. So hang on. Oh, I need to get my shit together. Turn my volume down there. How is everyone? It's good to see you. I missed you all on Thursday. Yes, had my second COVID jab and knocked me for a 6. I was expecting that. Still, a little bit achy and painy, but I'm doing well now, doing much better. I had plenty of rest, so that's good. That's good. Yes, so thank you who joined me in my premiere. That was interesting. Agatha's room. Lots of light anomalies and legit ones. There are no bugs in that room. Being an indoor location, and I made sure there was no bugs in that room prior to going in there. And so what was crazy, upon reviewing my footage and editing, I lined up the IR footage with what I recorded in the actual room, and it was crazy. Had all those light anomalies going on in the hallway, and the moment I started recording in the room, I had not much going on, and the minute the activity, all those light anomalies and activity stopped in the hallway on my IR footage, literally is when the activity picked up in the room. They linked up literally second for second. It was absolutely insane. So whatever energy or whoever it was in spirit was in the hallway decided to come on in and find out what I was doing in there and what was going on, whether it was Agatha or Mary or it was some other spirit that dwells there in the pub. I have no idea because I wasn't getting too much through that last session I had on the necro there. There was some male spirit, but it wasn't too clear. That one capture that I slowed down and focused on that manifested out of my phone. How was that? That was crazy. That's one of the best captures I've gotten so far on this journey on YouTube. I was super excited. Now, what also makes that capture interesting is on the second night there, during our double sensory depth, I believe it to be the same spirit manifestation, but bigger. That's all I'm going to let you know. That will be coming I think that's on Peter's footage. So, in weeks to come, you'll get to see that. So to have that twice, it's pretty crazy. So I got the mini version, she got the more big version. But crazy. So pretty excited about that. So to see it just like this tiny little thing that just came up, out of the necrophonic, just as I'm running the necrophonic, come up out of my go across the room and then get bigger and like pretty much form into like an orb. I was like, go from this little thing that looks like this like little wings. Absolutely nuts. So pretty impressed by that. Hope you guys were as well.
That was it's got to be the same spirit.
It has to be. It has to be because
it's manifested the same way.
Exactly. So like I said, I got the mini version.
And everybody.
You got the big, the more stronger, powerful version. But we did get it on the second night. So and I got it the first night. So maybe we just it picked up the power, or it was just the energy of the night. I don't know. But hi Emily. You're a hottie.
we try. Man, I was like, I've been so like, I'm so exhausted, everyone. No, I haven't moved yet, Daniel. As you can see, like, I'm getting there. Did lots of moving yesterday. The hand is not happy. And my body is not happy, but
Biscuit. You're just taking over the show. Just taking over the show. Vicky's taking over the show.
Of course. So moving more today, going back and forth. It's going to be the case all week. Yay. And it's going to be pouring with rain all week, which not so yay. And the road that we normally, like one of our main roads that we go up to get to my mum's place is closed in the section that I need to use. So we're having to do the fiddly back roads, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Yes, the kitty, she likes to make herself very known to everybody on the YouTubes.
Oh, yes. She's a special kitty, and yeah, she likes the attention. Miss Biscuit.
Well, washed out. Yes. Yes, Mr. Bunny. Definitely washed out. So we got Anna Goddess, hello, sweetheart. Liana, Emily, Daniel, hello, Jason, welcome.
We got James.
James, hi, James. And Brian, hi, Brian. Good to see you again. And who else have we got? Did I say Liana, Andrea,
Daniel?
And
I don't know.
I said Daniel, Mr. Bernie, OnlyFans / Biscuit. Yeah.
Oh, the way she's always got her butt in your face. Like, I swear she needs some kitty OnlyFans going on that cat.
Oh, that's better. I was wondering why I was getting so blinded. It's because I used my ring light as just a extra light in the new farmhouse. Adam's here from Perth Reptile.
Hey, Adam.
So everybody, Adam was kind enough to come out and investigate with me at this new location that I found, which is not far from me either, which is great. And his very first paranormal investigation, his very first visit to an active, haunted location, did amazing.
Well done, Adam. Yes, I heard all about it.
And
you didn't freak out. You didn't do anything. You were making dad jokes and everything. Yeah, so I'm impressed.
And he messaged me the following day and was ready to do it all over again.
That's awesome. That's what we want. People keen as beans.
Yeah. So yes, I will be guys, this place, holy smokes. Like, this farmhouse, this one is like, I filmed for an hour and a half. Okay, an hour and a half. 5 things caught on camera in an hour and a half. Actually, no, because I haven't even watched the second half of the footage yet. So 5 things in the first 45 minutes.
It's good.
Mm-hmm. It's very good. And I captured my first mist. So nice. That's pretty cool. And
well, you had that mist at York, which was the one on the ground, but is this like one that's like up, like different? Is it like
see, this one is so the one at the cemetery, right, came up like from the ground, right? And up, right? And then there was Mr. Sparkles, and then the second mist was very kind of faint, that kind of just went across the bottom corner of that grave that was in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
No, Jason, I did not pick up anything of that nature, but we were only there for a couple of hours. But yeah, no, I wasn't picking up anything like that. Yeah, what was I saying? Okay, so the mist is, it's like it's got a form to it. Mm-hmm. and it moves, so it basically kind of comes out of where we're in the front lounge. It comes from out of the wall and then just moves across, keeping its shape, moves across the floor, and then just like goes off frame.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
And I
Crazy.
think I can't remember if Adam noticed it when he was filming. I can't remember. Can you remember seeing that mist on the camera, Adam? But everybody, Adam has a YouTube channel that's, about, reptiles and different things. And he's had one of his videos go viral.
Nice.
It's really cool. Yeah. So if you're not subscribed, to Perth Reptile, head over there. You can, Adam, if you want to put the link in the chat, go for it. Head over there and subscribe and show your support. Hey, Julia. So, Greenhills. Let's talk about Greenhills. So I'll let you talk about that while I quickly just send out some notifications for D-Live.
Greenhills. What are we talking about?
I think maybe explain the orbs, the activity in that hallway upstairs.
I'd already talked about that.
Oh, have you?
I already talked about that before you came on in. Yeah, so basically, as we were setting up, and before I'd even entered the room, there was that was the main activity, was all going on in the hallway. And but then even when as I entered the room, you see they're still all, and the girls were setting up, they were setting up Peta was setting up her IR camera down halfway down the stairwell, which is away from where all the activity was happening. Yeah. Which is away from where I was getting the activity on my IR camera, and I've gone into the room. So there's all this activity I picked up on my IR camera, but
yes, Mr. Bunny, Adam is Perth Reptile. Yes. Sorry, Jenny.
So during that time, I wasn't getting any activity, in the room, because as I mentioned earlier, I lined my IR footage up with my actual rig footage, and I wasn't getting any, any activity in the room. I mentioned in the episode, it's very quiet, nothing on the EVP recorder. I got a female moan, but that wasn't actually on the EVP on my digital voice recorder. That was picked up by my camera audio.
Okay. So
and then
I
got that EVP through my IR camera mic as I entered the rooms, and people are saying it sounds like he in here or him in here. I didn't hear that part. I listened to it a few times over, but definitely says in here, or in there. I forget whatever it said. My brain's not functioning.
Is hard. It is hard though, because there's a couple of EVPs in mine. I must have listened to them 50,000 times. I couldn't make it out.
I have residual noise of you guys setting up in the background, so it was kind of hard to hear, but it's definitely an EVP because you can hear, there's that different sound frequency and voice frequency. So and then when I lined up the footage, that it's pretty much second for second that the light anomaly activity ends in the hallway, and I start getting readings on my K2 meter in the room, and the activity just continues from there on in. And I had nothing more in the hallway until I had, I think, one or two small anomalies towards the end before my IR camera ran out of batteries, and completely died, which was after I'd left the room, and that was it. But so it was interesting to have all this activity happening in the hallway, and then the moment that ended, it ceased. It's like whatever was going on, whatever spirit energy was in the hall, decided to enter the room, come see what's up with what I was doing, sticky beacon around in there, and wanted to know, and then decided to come and interact, obviously, with the K2, and then
and see the
manifest itself. Yeah,
The
it was the
timing of
timing.
that.
It was like boom, boom, just like it's like it was bizarre. I was just shook. I was like, I had no idea because I had been sitting on this footage for so long now. Because as you guys know, we went to Greenhills a while ago, and when I sat there, I was like, what the hell? This is crazy. And then that capture. So, but yeah,
Dan, are you turning into my next stalker?
Hi, Dan. But yeah,
Just joking.
to get I didn't even think I had anything on that IR footage, but then to get our little, what we've lovingly named our Commodores, which we know we've also got more footage of downstairs. I'm like, wow. So to have, and that was also the second night. So to have this one manifestation that I got, plus our Commodores on the first night, and then we've got more footage, not upstairs, but downstairs, of what we think is the same in two different forms. That's great. That's great correlation. So, there's no question that it's legit.
The comet orbs, guys, are so flipping cute.
Oh,
like they are so cute.
And I got the one of
if a cute orb is something, I'm making it something. They're freaking cute. Okay.
I got and there is, like, if you go back and have a look, I got the big one with the little one following it. It's like mama and baby. Yes. It's crazy. But absolutely, Jason. I'm sure, like, all this tech with lights and gadgets, like, especially if we're talking about spirits that just come and go from our 3D human realm, and like they're not stuck here in any way. They're just coming from the fifth dimension, or the whatever you want to call it, heaven, the ether, whatever. And they just come to visit. They're like, what are these gadgets? Like, these weren't around when I was alive, or whatever their last lifetime was.
Well,
they'd be like,
exactly.
What the hell are these things? Like, so it's probably fascinating for them.
Hi, sleeping angel.
I've always sort of speculated that, they'd be like, what is that? What the hell are they doing? What, like even our cameras, there were cameras back in the early 1900s. I did say the mid 18th century. It's not that old. The pub, I totally, I did so much research on so many places when I was in Perth. I got everything all mixed up. But yeah, it was 1909, I think. It's in my description for the video.
It's early, it's early.
Well, cameras in the Victorian era are very different from our cameras now. We didn't have little red lights for IR cameras, and we didn't have little gadgets that light up and look like disco balls.
Exactly.
So like, what is that? Oh my god! And if they interact with it, they'd be especially if they're an intelligent spirit, they'd be like, "Whoa, I'm doing that. Wait, what?"
Yeah, I know. And see, like, that's why sometimes I'll, like, if I'm feeling that the spirits are kind of like...
Exactly. Jason just said, in reverse, I might shy away from what is this abomination. And I know for sure that I've had spirits run a mile when I've switched that SB7 on, and it's going...
Yes.
Booming sound. They're like, I'm not talking to you. That's horrible noise. I don't want to. And I can sense that they're like, oh no, oh hell no. Like it's too much for them. Yet, if I put the necro on, which is much less intrusive, I will get some interaction. But then there's ones that they're just very shy, and they're just like, oh no, they kind of freak out the fact that you're trying to communicate with them, that it may be beyond what is their thought process or their belief system. Just, what goes beyond our thought process and what our belief system is as humans,
Hey, Frank. Well, see, like, that's what I was going to say, like, that's why sometimes, and I say it in this episode, actually. Hi, Leslie. Say it in this episode about, like, how, this equipment must look really scary to you, and, or strange, and they don't know what to make of it, right? So, I always try and tell the spirits, especially if I'm getting that sense that they're like shying away, like you can feel that there's like something around, but you're not getting any kind of interaction. So I always, would try and, say, look, this, particular device is not going to hurt you. Like, none of this stuff is going to hurt you, but it'll do really cool things. But remember I said to you, Janini, hello.
Hey, Janine.
We'll, like we interacted with Mary in our very first investigation there, Sean and I did, with the sensor light, and that's the only way that she would communicate with us. And we had sensor lights on the bed in front of us, but she wouldn't come any closer, so those were never set off unless like we touched the bed or something. But so I found it quite interesting that your K2 kept getting hit. So I think that's possibly Mary.
Well, that's what I was sensing. That, and then she was playing a little bit of hide and go seek with me, and just being, a typical child. But I was I was channeling a lot, I think, of Agatha's energy. You would see my voice was very different. I was conducting myself, and I do that. Like, I was talking to Liana when I met up with Liana and coffee. I said, you'll notice that I do it without, it's like an automatic thing, because I am very much a physical medium. You will see on investigations that my energy changes, my voice changes, my the way I carry myself. Like, if I just start channeling the energy of spirits that may be around. Like, you might have seen that in the mechanics workshop at Clackline. I take on this very masculine energy, and I'm talking like real manly and like real Aussie, and it's like I've got this real like manly struggle, and it's not that it just happens, and I don't even realize I'm doing it until I watch back, and I'm like, oh god, it's a thing. It just happens. Like, it's like, obviously I'm channeling the energies that are around, and that's what happened in this room. Like, I was doing it without even knowing. Like, I was talking very soft, and like I was talking, so I went in there with the initial thing to talk softer, because like I mentioned, the owners of the inn, their room was opposite in the hallway, and I had to be mindful of that. But at the same time, I didn't realize I was talking very proper, and I was, oh, Agatha, oh my god, you guys know I don't talk like that at all. Like, I was like, what the shit's going on? So it happens a lot. It happens quite often. But, and I think that too, like, I was walking around a lot more, with the K2, and I sort of just get a sense, like, I would have liked to run the spirit box.
Let me just grab a tea.
Yeah, good on you. Get your shit together, Peter. I would have ran the K2, not the K2, sorry, the spirit box there, but I got the sense that, whatever was in there interacting with me wouldn't have taken kindly to that horrendous noise. And that's why I was like, well, I'll just give the NEPA a run and see what goes, because it's less intrusive. But I was more inclined just to keep it on a much quieter, much more subdued level by just, doing the EVP session and just, wandering around with that K2 and try to be as quiet as possible, because I was kind of feeling that shyness and that more sort of, let's just be a bit more proper about this and just be a bit more gentle. So I
tend to do it with like sometimes when I'm doing sensory depths, I will. Did you guys know you are slapped ham? That's pretty neat. From Mrs. Sparkles.
That was Peter. Not me, unfortunately, Julie.
But Jane and I have got some cool captures that I have to edit at some point in my life. But one is at Greenhills, so we need to, when I do Greenhills, which will be probably my first episode of season 3. So you'll have today's and part 2, and that's the end of season 2. Then Greenhills. So but no, I've still got the what we captured at Clackline on our first our second visit when Jay was there. because I caught like a shadow twice behind me during Jane's sensory deprivation, and Andy we think it's Andy,
I'm sure it's Andy.
running. Like, it's definitely a child, but
it had to be Andy. He was the only active sort of intelligent child that was hanging around there.
Yeah,
and he's there no more, thankfully. Very happy about that.
Know. I am too, and I'm really, really happy that his sister went with him. Greenhills is the place to be. Oh my goodness, I'm heading back there. So my mum wants me to take her to York Cemetery, because now that I can't find my great-grandfather, Mum is like, right, I need to go with you. I need to find where he is. And I'm like, that would be very, very helpful. But see, the thing with that too is that every single time I asked about, my great-grandfather, Charles, I was like getting the mist. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I will be going back and filming at York Cemetery, back in that section, because I've got to, I want to film what a torchlight would look like on camera for you guys. Also what, if I was to say, like, pick up a handful of, gravel, whatever, and throw it, what that would look like. And also I want to find out who this Mr. Sparkles is.
Jason, just pop in the chat what episodes you're chasing there, because I'm not sure about that question. And guys, everyone's welcome to watch our episodes and lives from now on. But it's just to interact in the chat. You have to be subscribed to the channels.
Yes.
So if you're not subscribed, we've got the chat set for subscribers only. That's why. So obviously this Mike B's not subscribed to the channel.
So Jason, if you go to YouTube and you type in Ethereal Sisters Paranormal, or it might even be on my Facebook page, the link's probably there to the channel, then you can subscribe. That's where all my episodes are. And Jane's is the same on Facebook, Shadow Visions Paranormal. And then it'll take you to the YouTube link, and all Jane's episodes are there. So,
Yes.
So,
don't be harsh on him, Mr. Bunny. Things happen. I thought he was.
Might.
He said no. He's just having a go at Mike B. I thought he was, but anyway, obviously not.
Hang on, is Mike in the chat too? That's Mike.
Oh, he's not. He's not. He's trying to come in, but he can't because it's set to subscribers only. So yes.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Sorry, Mike B. It's something we had to implement. So.
But no, Mike subscribed to my channel, so
that's
he
what
should
I thought.
Be able to come in. He is, so he should be able to come into the chat.
That's what I thought. That's what I don't understand. Oh well, I don't know. Maybe YouTube's having a conniption, like it always does.
Yes. YouTube's always. He is Frank. That's weird. Okay. So how has the rest of your week been going, Jenny?
Oh, got a COVID jab, got a cortisone injection in the same arm.
I know. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm okay. Like I'm better. Resting was the best thing I could do, but just got the episode out. Been organising the new teams. So I got an announcement, guys. Shadow Visions Paranormal is no longer a solo
Yay!
a solo adventure. I now have a little team, so yes. So you'll be meeting the lovely Tani on Thursday. She's coming down here to sit with me on my couch. We're finally putting my couch
With your awesome new backdrop.
Yes. So Tani's going to be doing some filming as well as investigating with me. So she's going to be, film person, camera person / investigator, co-investigator with me on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also have the lovely Miss Liana working behind the scenes. She's doing some admin, little location scouting. And
Yes.
she's going to be doing some filming as well as chiming in on the investigations, but she just sort of wants to have a more behind the scenes hand at all the action at the moment until she gets more confident, which is totally fine. That's how we roll around here, whatever people are comfortable with. Exactly. So
but she doesn't have to be on camera. Like she can just film.
No, that's what whatever she's comfortable doing, I am allowing her to do. So I've got the lovely 2 girls on board with me. So I've gone from solo to a trio.
Yay.
So once Greenhills is done, I'm done with the Raw Edit series, and we'll be starting season 2 as Shadow Visions Paranormal, the team.
Yeah.
So that's kind of really exciting. So
it is very exciting.
Yeah. So obviously you guys know Liana as a mod anyway on my channel, and you guys chat to her and know her from around the chat. So, but get to meet the lovely Tans, who's awesome, and you guys will love her.
Yes.
So on Thursday, we're doing. I will be putting it up on IG, but we are doing a live investigation of a couple of her haunted spirit dolls that she collects. She has
I can't wait.
I know she has quite the little investigation. She's bringing 2 of her favorites, or the ones that have been more active of recent. So she only collects good energy ones. She doesn't have any that have any crazy malevolent energies attached, because who would want them in their house anyway? So
exactly, especially with her son.
Yeah.
But what time are you scheduling this live with Tans on Thursday? Which will be Wednesday night for you guys.
Yeah,
10:30. So 8:30 my time. Okay.
Yeah, so 5:30 PST or PDT, whatever you want to call it, daylight savings over there. So that'll go for about approximately an hour. So just depending on what we get come up. So we'll just be running Spirit Box and the K2 just to see what we come up. So, but it'll be more just a sit down chat so you guys can get to know her and ask any questions or whatever. And we'll just be it'll be very informal, but so it's kind of a sit down chat, investigate / get to know my new psychic. So but we also
and so is Tans what are her what abilities does she have?
Well, she's highly intuitive, so but it's just like myself, she'll just be using them to just sort of pick up. Are you even listening, woman?
Nibelina's there.
I don't know about Nibelina.
But he's stressed because of the mood. It's all poor Nibelina. It's all right.
Nibelina, you can just wait for 10 minutes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jane. Back to professional.
Yes. So, anyway, moving on. So she'll be just like me, just using the sort of to guide us around, and bouncing off each other as we go into investigation.
Now is here.
Oh, Nibelina, big ponce. Get over yourself. Get over yourself, you big drift bag.
It's okay. Sorry. Now I'll stop. Now that I've made contact.
But no, I think she'll be just, we'll just be bouncing, to sort of what we pick up off each other, just like, I do anyway with my investigating. But we'll be relying on the equipment and as I normally do. So nothing much will be changing too much as far as investigating and the style that I already do. But I won't be having to carry my rig around anymore. Which is great.
Yes, that will be awesome. So, because I was distracted
Yeah, I know. You asked me a bloody question and then off with the fairies.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so what are her specific like abilities? Or is it something that she's like learning kind of like I am and Liana?
Oh no, it's just something, she's still developing. So, but some people don't like to put a name on it. So she's very intuitive and so I'll be just going in like, what are you sensing here? Because there's places obviously I've already been to, and just seeing, and we'll just be bouncing off, like I guess like you and I did when we were at places. So it'll be like kind of similar to that. But where I won't be relying, like I never have, relying on any of those abilities as far as investigating. It'll just be straight up using it as a kind of a gauge as to where we're headed, what we're doing. But then as far as investigating, it's always equipment first.
Yeah.
Scientific equipment comes first, always. So
see, I'm more like I will kind of, like if it's a new place like this farmhouse, for instance, we did a walkthrough, because I said to Adam, I need to go in first and just check that no one else is in there or anything like that. So while I'm doing those like checks, whether it's like, an abandoned place or an actual location, if I pick anything up, that's when I'll like say talk to Jen about it, or I mentioned a few things to Adam, and then when I'm investigating, I'm going by communication, asking questions, obviously, and what I'm getting on my gear.
That's as I know, that's how we worked, and that's how I continue to work. And it's just kind of, going in, it's that kind of, using it to sort of feel things out. But then as far as like the main investigation, it's always the equipment. I don't go in going, I feel negative energy in here. Like, talk to me. Like, no. Like, no, it's just...
Hang on, let me channel.
Obviously, like I talked about before, I'm channeling energy. It's an automatic thing.
Meditation mode.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
I'm channeling energy, and it's an automatic thing, but I'm still heavily relying on my paranormal equipment. Like I'm first and foremost, and I'm looking for logical, reasons in the human.
Because we're a paranormal like channel, and we're a paranormal investigator. We're not like a psychic channel.
That's going out on haunted adventures. No.
Yeah, and I don't think
I take my paranormal investigating extremely seriously, and I want to know if there a scientific or an environmental or a logical reason. Like I had my K2 up against the PowerPoint going, I'm always like, no, my rig's far enough away. I'm just sitting on the bed. I'm always like, there's no electricity around here. I'm always questioning, like, trying to logically reason, is there a logical explanation for this? Or could it possibly be paranormal? I'm not one to just go, oh, no, it's definitely paranormal,
Yeah.
But,
absolutely.
there are those small times like that capture where I'm not saying that, we don't know what's paranormal, but I can say that is not a bug. That is not goddamn dust. That is some sort of manifestation that I can't explain. And it's pretty and it's spectacular. And and those comets, the comet orbs, that's not a bug. That's not dust. And that isn't me playing with some fancy freaking light. I'm not even in the friggin' hallway, and you guys are miles away. And that's an IR camera. So,
well, see, I've said to Jane before, taking her to Greenhills, that hallway is just like, I mean, whenever we've watched our, Sean and I watched our static camera footage, there was just orbs for days. And this would be when we'd finished investigating, we were in bed, everyone was in bed, like orbs for days. Yeah. But I don't necessarily put up, they don't necessarily make the episode, or, I might put, say, like a quick camera angle in of no biggie of that happening. But I still can't rule out dust. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we can tell because we know what an actual proper orb looks like, but yeah, for people viewing it, like, and even still, like I've said, like with the shadow arm that I captured when I got featured on Spooks, an orb comes directly from where that shadow arm came out of that room towards the static camera. And so when there's like, say, in that case, a shadow arm, or it's a knock, 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 and there's an orb linked to it, then I'll point it out, like, okay, orb, here you go. But ultimately, it's still up to you guys. There are the captures that I've got in my episode coming up. Two of them were, no, it might be three, super fast. And so I thought, oh, probably a bug, right?
Yep.
But I'll go back and I'll check frame by frame by frame by frame. And in doing that, because when you're checking frame by frame, it's like, what is it? What's it break it down to? Like a freaking less than a second each frame, right?
Yeah, it's small. Hi, Custard. Good to see you.
Hi, Custard. Hello. Yeah, and then when I went back and checked frame by frame by frame, I'm just like, oh, that ain't no bug. And I think because of what, Jane and I, have captured, like Jane, caught that awesome, manifestation in her episode last week at Clackline. The same, like I've got some pretty cool ones in my Greenhills footage. I think, like from now on, like if we see something, and for me personally with this episode coming up, there weren't no damn bugs. Like it was raining, it was really wet, and I didn't really see any bugs like on the rest, the footage that I looked at. So that's kind of another indicator for me. But I thought, okay, I'll still check them, and I'm glad I did, because it's freaking awesome. And a really weird shape too. Like one of them's like a super weird shape. Like it's kind of long, but it looks like a wave. Like it's really bizarre, guys. Hammer. What are we talking about, Daniel?
Oh, no.
But not many bugs, but lots of spiders.
Oh, ew.
The spiders.
I
think you're down
I go over it and over it. And if I'm not sure, I just leave it up, to everyone.
Yeah.
People can make their own decisions,
Yeah,
so.
I still put that up as a title. Like, let me know. Like, what are your thoughts?
Oh, you guys are crazy sometimes. I don't know what's going on in the chat there sometimes.
Thank you, Dan, for posting our PayPals.
Thanks, Blackhead.
Yeah, guys, any PayPal donations are very, very welcome. Jane reminds me of Cher.
Sure.
Actually, yes, the hair. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait to move.
Can't say I look like that good in a little sheepini thing.
Oh my gosh. Or one of those
riding a big gigantic cannon.
You've done that before.
Yeah,
It's a
nothing
long.
like Sher. Didn't look
Yeah.
nothing like Sher that day.
It's a long story, guys, but it happened. And we hadn't even, like, Jane hadn't even been here that long. Like, but it was freaking hysterical. Not many bugs, but lots of spiders. Yes,
You already read that comment. What are you talking about? God, you need some sleep, woman. You need rest.
I do.
Overworked,
Like,
underrested.
I do. I think I got 4 hours last night.
Oh damn! Yeah,
I was so tired. Like I told Jane yesterday, I nearly fainted at my mum's yesterday. My body is not happy because I'm still trying to get over this bloody pneumonia and strep throat. And
see you then, don't text. See you then, don't text. He's saving his battery.
Okay, bye, Dan.
I'm not singing.
I don't know. Oh, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Maybe that should be my song for you. I got you, babe.
It's beautiful, Peta.
I know. You know I got you, baby. So just not stopping. And because I've also started a new job too.
Yes, you've been a busy woman.
So working
Mm-hmm.
like my 100 hours a week for paranormal YouTube stuff. Finally starting to pack.
Toss the hair. What am I tossing? Wait, what did you do? I don't know. I feel like I'm confused.
At least you can toss your hair because you've got nice straight hair, but I can't really toss mine around because see? People with straight hair can do it.
But I don't have dead straight hair. I've got waves.
Well, no, but it's pretty straight. Like mine's like I've curled this, but my natural hair is curly. Yeah.
Now I look like I just stuck my hair out of a car window.
No, you got the sexy like bed hair vibe going on, Janie. Stop it. You're turning me on, girl. Stop it. Oh my gosh, I'm blushing. Evelina, look away. Look away.
He doesn't like me, so he doesn't care. He's like, that horrible woman. I'm glad she's in the computer and not in my house anymore.
Holy shit, guys. It was so funny. I think I've told you before, but it was so freaking funny when I needed Jane, like we were cutting the cat's nails and I had to brush a couple of like little knots out of Nibbles. As soon as Jane's skin made contact with Nibbles' fur, he was like, well, what the fuck do you think you're doing? He was not impressed. It was hysterical.
Mike B just messaged me and said he's watching and just say hello to everyone.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Thank you, Mike B. Thank you.
He probably messaged me too. Yes, hang on, did he?
We appreciate you watching. Just make sure you subscribe to both our channels next time so you can come in that damn chat.
Oh, shit. Can you give me 2 seconds?
You leave me again. She's leaving me again.
No, I think I need to go open the garage for my mum and dad because they're coming over to pick up plants.
It's 7 past, so we were due to end in a few minutes anyway. So do you want to just end the stream and everyone can head on over to check? Oh, give me 1 sec.
Give me a second.
Oh gosh, what a Peter, get it together, woman. No, she's busy. She's got a lot going on.
Tiger Bear, which is William, which is Ghost Gamer.
Ghost Gamer boy.
Must have heard them, so he's out there helping them.
So
tell you, I'm like on my 5th coffee yesterday.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for
Thank you
watching.
yes. I was going to say thank you for Jason. Thank you, Jason.
Mondays are our catch up in between, talk about the episodes, random. It's usually randomness, but yes, on every second Thursday, Peta has her new live series where we interview guests, and then I have my Ghost or Roast semi have fun with debunking whether we think it's Ghost or Roast. So which starts not this Thursday,
not been well, guys.
The next,
we've both been very quite under the weather. But if I'm not if I'm not on socials like much this week, so if anyone like sends me messages or doesn't hear from me or anything like that, it's not because I'm avoiding you, it's just because I'm trying to get out of here.
You got life. You have life calls. So anyway,
you know what I said to Mum yesterday? And Will and Maddie were down in my room with me, and I was like, that's it. Like, I'm here forever. I'm not moving ever again. And Maddie walks up to me and he said, are you going to live here forever? And I said to him, well, maybe I will. And he said, but what about me and Will? Like, where are we going to go? Like, I've just completely abandoned my children. You just have to go sleep in the dog kennel outside while I live in the house. Like I said, what do you think, Matty? I said, I'm just saying that because I just like moving is just I hate it.
No,
I'm sure everyone loves moving, but people who are able to move every 6 to 12 months, mate, I don't know how you do it, because if I have to move, say, every 5-6 years, that's too many for me.
I haven't moved.
One too many already for me.
apart from my temporary move over your way for almost 5 months and back again, which was just pretty much living out of my suitcase. I haven't moved in a very long time, and I'm not looking forward to the day I have to. I'm kind of like, I think I'll just leave all my crap here at Mum's and I'll just go travel the world. And
well, yes. I mean, it's not,
just stay here.
It's not too bad because, I haven't unpacked. Like, I've still got a whole bunch of stuff that was never unpacked when we moved in here. Being back in a rental and knowing that this house was on the market before they decided to rent it. I'm just like, I'm going to keep it minimal. But in 12 months, you gather stuffs.
Well, I have a strategy for that.
But it's little bits.
I even have a strategy for that. Anytime I get something new, something old goes. Otherwise, you just keep accumulating. So if I get some new items of clothing, a bag of clothing gets donated or recycled or whatever. It's same with like little knickknacks I collect. If I get a new collection, an old collection that isn't worth things.
It's full of boxes, containers, and all the stuffs I had to get off my bed so I could actually go to bed last night. But like I did a huge declutter when I moved from, our other house. So I don't really have much to declutter other than, clothes of Maddie's that he's grown out of. And I am going through mine again, but there's not like a whole heap for me to get rid of. But it's just adult stuffs. It's adult stuffs. But you know what? It's like I said to Will, because like I, cleaned out my study desk, right? And I said to him, okay, so whatever I haven't taken is what I don't need and can be packed to go into the storage shed, because everything's going into storage mostly. And he was like, oh, well, there's only like this, and this there. And I said to him, mate, believe me, it's the this, and this that you get to at the very end that ends up taking way more time, because it ends up being like freaking 3 boxfuls of this, and this.
Yeah.
So he's learning how to. Both of them are learning, and Matthew's packing and done all his rooms. So yeah,
it's good. It's good. I'm glad the boys are helping out. So
I don't know how you did it. I read your message yesterday, and I'm just like, man, like I could not do that. I seem to move every few years, only been here 3 and already looking for a new place. Like if I'm in the house, well, this is the first time I've rented since I was like 22.
No, it's like when I used to be in rentals, like every 12 months, you'd be like, yep, no, the rent's going up. The place isn't worth what they're trying to charge now. Time to go find something better that's worth, better value. And it's like moving every 12 months. So half the time I wouldn't even unpack half my stuff, because I'm like, what's the point? 12 months time, or I'm going to pack it up and go again.
Yes. Well, I've said to you,
I just got over it.
He said to me, so can I take my toys to grandma's? And I said, well, yes, but only take what you're actually gonna that you play with. So his box of dinosaurs, because he wants to be a paleontologist when he's older, so he's got to collect every single dinosaur available on the market. But I said to him, go through your toys, throw out any crap in the bin, and anything that you've grown out of, just get rid of it. Get rid of it all.
Yeah, there was some stuff there. I'm like,
said to him, because he was like,
what the hell? He's 10. Like, what the hell's he doing with a bloody Thomas?
Yeah, I'm running around like a freaking mad hatter woman, just being pulled in 50 different directions. Will's in his room playing COD. Maddie's in his room on his iPad. Mate, shit hit the fan. And Will's like, oh my God, Mum, just chill. And I'm like, no. And I said to Matthew, I'm like, dude, because Maddie's like, I know, Mum. With an attitude, because he just got back from his dad's. He's always like that when he's at his dad's.
Boys. Well, anyway.
And I said to him, dude, if you have anything left in your room that you have not packed, or that isn't already in a little storage thing, it's going in the bin. So if you want to disobey me, you can certainly choose that path, but here's the deal. You won't have toys, because I will get anything that's in your room and just tip it into the rubbish bin. And he looked at me and he's like, you wouldn't throw all my toys out? And I looked at him and I just said quietly, watch me.
So
guess what? He went and started going through his toys.
It's funny.
What?
Well, that's our generation. There's some pretty classic toys from the 80s, and that they're worth some money now. Yeah. So, but
Liana, I'm the new Farmhouse is my premiere, part 1,
which we have to end and get over there for in a minute. But Mr. Bunny,
I will be doing a live investigation there. I'll be planning it probably for next week. So
the
next
60s, Daniel. Okay. Oh,
so
we can
this
have a
week,
bucket.
guys, is my today live episode. I'm moving, and so and I have work, and yeah, I need to rest my body. So no investigating at the farmhouse for me at least until next week. Plus the weather over here at the moment is driving me nuts. It's just constantly raining. It's so depressing. I hate winter, and I wouldn't just move along and bloom into spring.
But yes, Miss Money, I'd love one of those old gypsy
Do you have a
wagons.
magic wand, Jane, that we can just go?
I have a Harry Potter one that I bought from Harry Potter World University in Japan.
I'll be free that
copy. Anyway, we need to end this.
We do need to end.
Hi, Sean. But yes, we need to end this so we can get on over to the chat for your premiere.
Yes, guys. 10:30.
I'm sure people have heard enough of us talking about moving and things.
My premiere starts, and I can't wait for you guys to see what I caught.
Yes.
And I want feedback. So I have included some subtitles into the Necro while I had that playing. But yeah, like if you hear anything through the Necrophonic, or yeah, have any feedback or thoughts on what you think of these, like, you know, anomalies, then leave it all in the comments. But
sounds good. Yep, make sure you do that.
And we see you guys over on the channel.
We shall see you there. Thanks for joining us.
All right. See you, everyone.
Guys. Bye.